Hello everyone. I want to go ahead and show you the next portion of your assignment. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a book that is going to become our Elements and Principles of Art book using one piece of paper. So to do that, we have to fold the paper certain ways to achieve the book that we're making. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to do that now. First, and let's see if it'll adjust for us and focus. First, we need to start off with a larger piece of paper. This piece of paper will be provided to you, but it should be about 12 inches by 18 inches long. When you get the paper, you are going to go ahead and then you're going to go ahead and fold the paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the paper as a landscape setting. You are going to fold the paper in half. So when you do that, please make sure that you're lining your edge of your paper up the best that you can and then creasing the paper down below. You can use your nail to help you crease if you would like. And then what I like to do is open it back up, flip it over, and then crease it on the other side as well. Okay? So when you're done, you should have the paper folded in half. Go ahead and open that up, and you will see that middle seam. What we're going to then do is you're going to take the edge of the paper, and you're going to fold it to the center seam. So again, I'm taking my paper, lining it up against that center seam and folding it and using my finger to crease the paper. Then I'm going to go ahead and move to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and take that side and fold it to the center seam. Again, I want to make sure everything lines up the best I can. Okay, because it will affect our book in the end if we're a little bit misaligned. Okay, so when you open it up, you should have 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, we have to go ahead and make some more folds. So the next fold, you're going to turn it so it's going long ways, and you're going to fold that in half. Okay, and line up the edges and crease. So now when you open it up, you have 8 boxes. The next step is that you're going to take the outer side, and again, just like what we did with the other side, we're going to go ahead and fold it into the seam and crease. Make sure that you're lining it up with the seam. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. You're going to take the outer edge and fold it into the middle seam. Again, if I'm going too fast for you, just stop the video and catch up, and then you can keep on playing. So when you are done, you will have 4 rows, 4 columns. A total of 16 squares. Okay. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some scissors, which are up at the front of the room by the rulers, and we are going to go ahead and cut our paper. So we have to cut it a special way for it to work. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use a marker, and I'm going to draw in the lines that we're going to cut. I am going to draw them along the creased lines. So the first line, so to start off with, you should have 3 creases on your paper. You have 1, 2, and 3. So this top crease, we're going to start from the left side, and you're going to draw the line. And you don't have to, it just helps you know where you're going to cut. 1 square, 2 square, and then to the 3rd square. So you're not going to cut past the third square. So again, your line will be in that first crease, and it'll be the first, second, third square. Okay, the middle crease, the line is going to start on the opposite side. So again, you're only going to cut in to the third square. So again, 1, 2, 3. You do not want to cut the fourth. You want to leave that alone. Then your last crease, you're going to start from on the opposite side of the center. So again, you're going to go ahead and draw that line, or just visually know that you're only cutting to that third square. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. When you have your lines or you're ready to cut, you're going to cut, again, those spaces, and you want to cut straight on the crease. And you do not want to cut past that third square. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this because it's facing this way. Again, I'm cutting along the crease, and I'm only cutting 3 boxes in. Okay, then I'm going to flip it around and cut my center, because that line should be opposite of the other two. Again, cutting along the crease. Okay, and stopping before I get to the fourth square. Okay, when you are done, your piece should kind of look like a W or an S when you pull it apart. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start folding. So I've turned it so it's lengthways, and we're going to do an accordion fold. So what that means, let me get this up a little bit higher here so you can see all of it, is that you're going to be folding the paper back or forward and back. Okay, so again, when we accordion, we are folding front and then back, and then front again, and then back. Okay, so we're going to do that with our paper. So we're going to start up at the top. You're going to start over with this free hanging square. You are going to, let me just kind of play here. All right, you're going to fold away from yourself. Right. Then you're going to fold over and then back. And I'll open it up so you can see it. Then when you get to this part, you're going to fold down. Okay. Then you're going to fold away from yourself and then back towards yourself, away from yourself, and then down. Okay. Then you're going to fold away from yourself, towards yourself, away, down, away, towards, and then away. Okay, so when you're done, you should be able to have a book. And again, the books are made of multiple pages. Excuse me. I want you to go ahead and number your pages. So this first page, down at the bottom, you're going to label as page 1. Then you're going to open it up. 2, 3. Okay, then your next page will be kind of a double page. Go ahead and flip it over. That will be 4. Let me bring this down a little bit so you guys can see more. Okay, then this side will be 5. Then you're going to flip it. And again, it's a double page flip here. Then you have 6, 7. Go ahead and flip it, and then 8, 9, flip it, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then again we flip again. Again, that was a double page. 14, 15, and then 16, 17. Okay, and then the back page will be page 18. Okay, so if you folded it correctly, you would be able to fold to each page. Okay, so after you have your pages numbered, then on the front, I would like you to label it. And again, you can do this with pen, pencil, colored pencils, markers if you would like. Elements and Principles of Art by, and then it'll be your name here. So I'll write Mrs. Kohli. Okay? Then your next portion is to write on page 2, Elements of Art, Basic Building Blocks. Okay. And on page 3, you are going to write line, okay, and page 4 is going to be shape, and you can add a line, you don't have to. Page 5, you're going to label color. Page 6 is going to be value. Page 7, I want you to put texture. And then page 8 is going to be space. And then page 9 is form. Okay, so between pages 2 through 9 will be your elements of art. The very front cover is going to be the name of your book, Elements and Principles of Art by, and then your name. And then on page 2, you want to have what this chapter is. So Elements of Art, Basic Building Blocks. So again, page 3 will be line. Page 4, shape. 5 is color. 6 is value. 7 is texture. 8 will be space. 9 is form. And then that's where you should end. Okay? Before you leave today, if you have more time, we are going to be writing the definition underneath the element. So for instance, line is the path of a moving point through space. It is also 1D, or one dimension, because it only goes one direction. And any direction, lines can go any direction and can vary in width, length, and direction. So again, we're going to write underneath line, a path of a moving point through space, 1D, any direction, can vary in width, length, and direction. Then underneath it, I would like you to draw examples of line. So again, line, moving point through space. So again, I'm going to draw my moving point, that's 1D, or one dimension. It can go, again, let's see, horizontal. It can be a vertical line. It can be a diagonal line. It can be perpendicular. It can be parallel. It can be a curly Q. It can be wavy. It can be zigzag. It can be varied. So again, maybe it starts out curved and then becomes a zigzag. It can be a little bit thicker of a line. It can be dashed. It can be dots. So again, play and experiment with all different types of line. Then again, you can go on to shape and write the definition of shape. It should all be in your presentation from Nearpod. And then draw your example of a geometric and organic shape. Then go on to color, value, texture, space, and form, and write down those definitions and draw pictures. Once you're done with that, you're going to stop, and we will pick up with our principles on Friday. All right, if you have any questions, you can always reach to me in Teams. I will be able to hopefully answer you in a timely manner. But have fun creating your book, and if you have any problems, like I said, you can reach out to me in Teams, or you can also wait for me to come back on Friday, and we can talk about it then. All right, good luck making your book.